Hey, I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides, and I'm here on the Norwegian Escape. Good morning, everybody. It is April 16th, my birthday. I couldn't think of a better way to spend it than to show you guys around this amazing ship. It really is my birthday. This is the 4th or 5th time I've gone on a cruise for my birthday, and I'm having a great time. I'm here with Marcus and my mom and her friend, and it's really great. If you're thinking, oh no, I wish I had known it was Morgan's birthday, I would have sent him something. It's not too late. You can do that at patreon.com/veryunofficial, or you can just send me a little tip, a little bling bling over at PayPal if you'd like. I know other YouTubers do that too, so here's my PayPal. If you want to send me a little extra something to help me go on my next trip, feel free, and I thank you in advance. All right, ship tour. I have been on the Norwegian Epic, the Norwegian Getaway, and now the Norwegian Escape. Sorry, it's still very early. I got up early to try to get the best views of the ship before it gets crowded, so I'm still waking up. My mouth is not awake, my mind is not awake. We were up late last night drinking cocktails. You know how it is. What I was trying to say is I have been on the Epic, I've been on the Getaway, and now I've been on the Escape. And they all have very similar designs, but certain things are in different places, certain restaurants are different venues, and so I still think it's interesting to take a look around. And the way I'm gonna do it is, we're gonna do the middle of the ship, and then the top of the ship. Let's go down and start in the middle. We've gone all the way down to deck 6 at the very front of the ship, and I'm just gonna walk around, show you guys what I find, and we'll discover it together, shall we? Starting here with the Supper Club. Look at this entrance. Isn't that cool? Isn't that inviting? Doesn't that make you want to go in there? I have to tell you the truth, I don't know what show is offered in here. I don't know exactly what they use this venue for. On the Getaway and on the Epic, this is the circus show. And I don't know, I honestly can't tell you what this venue is used for on this ship. We haven't been in here yet at all, but it looks quite fancy. I really like the design. If you've been in here, write it in the comments below what it is you saw here. And let's move on. And we come here to the Atrium, and this is an important thoroughfare. There's a lot of things happening here. We've got the guest services deck, or the guest services desk, the onboard credit. We've got the shore excursions, the internet cafe, and of course here is this gigantic screen where they sometimes show movies. This area is used for dancing, for presentations, and for the game shows like 55 to Stay Alive and Deal or No Deal. And there's a lot of sitting areas. Back there is the coffee bar, and of course this fantastic looking Atrium bar. Let's move on. There it is, one of the trademarks of this design of Norwegian ship. A gigantic, fantastic looking fiber optic, how would you call this? Fiber optic light sculpture. I don't even know how to describe it, in the middle of this second atrium area. On this side we've got Le Bistro, which is of course the fancy schmanciest restaurant on board. Part of the 3-tiered, or it's actually 2-tiered glass stairway. Here is the art gallery. And like I said, I was surprised to learn about how many people actually buy art on board. Not criticizing it, I just thought it was something that wasn't really popular, but then I asked you guys on a video and a lot of people said you did it. So here is the Headliners Comedy Club. In there you have your dueling pianos, your comedy shows, and also I think they do bingo and things like that. in there as well. And there is bingo offered today, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be going there. All right, here's a change from me from the Epic and the Getaway, and that is Teppanyaki, the Asian show cooking restaurant, is down here next to Le Bistro. And on the other ships I've been on, it's been up higher. So you can see my video of me and my buddy Andreas going to Teppanyaki on the Epic on our Mediterranean cruise last year. I'll try to remember to put the links in the description below. Otherwise, you can search my channel and you'll find it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of food too. So don't eat before you go to Teppanyaki. We are continuing back here, and now we come to the mix bar. I just love the design of this ship. I love the dark colors mixed with the vibrant lights. And on this side we have Taste, on this side we have Savor, both sort of like the main dining room type. Can I just take a picture? Thank you. They included in the main dining room, so these things are included in the price of your cruise. Good morning. They have the same menu every day. Of course, it's breakfast now, so it's a breakfast menu anyways, but in the evening, they're offering the dinner menu, and these two places will have the same menu as the Manhattan Room as well. Okay, moving on towards the back of the ship. We've almost made it. And I don't think there's anything else back here, actually. Nothing else of relevance. So, except this nice sitting area. A great place for portraits. Here are like some of the accolades and the plaques and things that have been either delivered to the ship or presented to the ship, or that maybe the ship has won. So, as I mentioned, we are all the way at the back on deck 6, and now we're going to go up one deck up to deck 7 and head back towards the front of the ship. Look at these mirrors. I always think that these mirrors, they look like Star Wars, you know, I think there's some scene in Empire Strikes Back where somebody goes flying through a mirror that looks just like that. I think it's in that epic battle between Luke and Darth Vader. I'm not sure. All right. We're up here on deck 7, and as you can see, deck 7 is one of the 2 decks midship with access to the outside. And as I mentioned, the Manhattan Room is also right here on the back of the ship. The Manhattan Room is also, yeah, I guess if you're a traditional cruise fan, then you would consider this part of the main dining room. It's a restaurant with a changing menu where it is included in the price of your cruise, and you go there and you sit down and you are served by a waiter or several waiters, as it could be, and it's a traditional restaurant experience. The thing that makes the Manhattan Room special is not only the really fancy decor. I consider this really fancy. I know I say that a lot, but you know, for a boy from Minnesota, this is fancy. They have big windows in the back looking out towards the back of the ship. They offer live music at night, and then at a certain point they clear away some of the tables and people do dancing here. It's a really special night, and they've got chairs set up here, so it looks like there's either some kind of presentation happening in here today, or maybe somebody's getting married. I don't know. This would be a cool place to get married. Up here on this side you've got Moderno, the churrascaria, and this side is Cagney's Steakhouse, and we're going to be up there at the end of the next deck. But let's go back outside. We actually did come to eat here, surprise, surprise. Mom and Tim wanted to check it out, so this is where we ate on the first night. So if you're watching my daily vlogs, you will see us, you will see our experience here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's continue towards the front of the ship. The next thing we encounter here is the Skyline Bar. This is sort of in the middle of the casino. This venue is not on the Getaway or on the Epic. So this is also something new or exclusive to this ship. I don't know about the Bliss and the Joy. Haven't been on those ships yet, but I really like it. It's a full-on bar in the middle of the casino, and they have these screens in the back, and they change from the Las Vegas skyline to the skyline of other famous cities. And I think the first time I saw this was actually on the Disney Magic when we got to tour the Disney Dream. The Disney Dream, when I got to tour that when it was getting some repairs in Hamburg. Yeah, the rest of from here to way up there is the casino, and I can't film in there, so we're just gonna skip ahead to what comes after the casino. We have made it back midship. You can see down here is the opening to the Atrium, where I said that's where game shows and presentations happen. Just back this way is where the guest services deck is. And we are in the middle of Ocean's Bar and Grill. Every Norwegian Cruise Line ship has an Ocean's, and on all the bigger ships, the Epic and the Getaway that we've been on, it has been in exactly this location. The design is a little bit different on the other ships. Like there's no bowling alley back there like there is on the Epic. However, they do have a small arcade, some video games. They've got pool tables and darts back there. Ocean's is a fantastic bar, and it's also one of the dining venues that is included in the price of your cruise. So if you want to come eat here, get some breakfast, get a late night snack, you can come here. Don't have to pay anything extra. And yeah, it is a very busy place at night. A lot of energy happening in here. Fun place to hang out, watch a game, watch some tennis. Burdick. Oh, Burdick's still playing. I didn't realize that. And now we are at the front on deck 7. You can see, look at how much busier the ship is getting since I started this. People are waking up. The ship is coming alive. At the very front of the ship on deck 7, we have the theater. The theater is now closed, but that is where the main shows are in the evening. We've seen one already. Like I said, this is only our 3rd day. Last night we saw the show After Midnight, and it was really, really good. We're up on deck 8 now at the very front of the ship, and on the left and right side of me are two things that you will not find on the Epic or the Getaway. I don't know about the other designs, but we have the District Brew House and Food Republic. I've heard a lot of great things about these venues. We haven't been there yet. Well, we have, but not really to experience them. We've just walked through them. I may get the chance to check them out, especially Food Republic is one of the places that so many people wrote to me about recommending it. So we might go check that out tonight, maybe for my birthday. But this is something also very special about this design of ship is the Waterfront. It is an improvement over the design on the Epic, and there is a whole deck on both sides of deck 8 with outdoor seating for the restaurants and the bars, and I just think it's really fantastic. Go ahead, good morning. But let's take a look here in the craft beer district brew house, ales, lagers, drafts, bottles. I'm assuming, yeah, it's closed. However, I was totally surprised about the variety of beer that they offer here. They have like hundreds of beers, and some of them are craft brews, and some of them are, you know, on draft, some of them are in a bottle. I don't think I've ever seen a selection of beer like that on any other ship, but you guys know I'm more of a cocktail drinker and not a beer drinker, so it's not like it would be something I'm looking for. I know in the pub in the Royal Promenade on like the Freedom of the Seas and the Harmony of the Seas, they also offer a lot of beers, but I don't think as many beers as they do there. All right, this is the entrance to Food Republic, one of the specialty restaurants here on board, which means if you want to eat here, you're going to be paying a little bit extra. And this is what the atmosphere looks like inside. And like I said, we haven't eaten here yet. I don't know exactly what to tell you about this place other than that a lot of people recommended it. And now we're walking back. As I mentioned, as we go through this deck from the front of the ship towards the back, remember that almost all of the bars and restaurants that we're going to pass also have outdoor seating, which is just something really, really special. And I don't know if there's any other ship that offers as many, or any other ship design that offers as many outdoor seating possibilities as this design from Norwegian Cruise Line. All right, first place we're running into here is La Cucina, or what would be the right way to say it in Italian, La Cucina. Somebody correct me in the comments below, please. The specialty Italian restaurant here on board. I really like the design. It's sort of like kind of open, has sort of a sidewalk cafe feeling, yet it's very elegant. And like I said, outdoor seating, and nobody's there right now because it's too early to eat Italian food. Here we have the 5 o'clock somewhere bar. We went in here for the karaoke last night, and it was really loud. They also offer other seminars and presentations in here as well. They've got the seats set up in rows. Look at that. I don't know what's happening in there today. But let us move on, continuing on towards the back of the ship. Here we have Tobacco Road, which is the bar that focuses, I believe, on whiskey. Also with outdoor seating and the place to smoke your cigars. And if you do smoke cigars, please only do it there, because I don't want to smell your cigar while I'm on a cruise. Thank you. Bye-bye. You can see where we are now, back to this part of the atrium with this beautiful light sculpture hanging in the middle. And if you've been on the Epic or the Getaway, I know I keep referencing those ships just because I think it's interesting to compare, you will see that there's something missing. This area here on the other ships is where the ice bar is, and they don't have an ice bar on here. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to stop making the ice bars on all of their ships just because it's not really popular. Have you ever been to one of those ice bars? And if you were, do you think it was worth the money that you have to pay to go there? I've never been there. I don't feel like it's an experience I need to have. But I'm not criticizing you if you like it. I've gotten so worried about saying things that's going to upset people. Maybe I should stop that as well. Moving on the other ships, this is a sushi bar, and here it is called Bayamo. Also with seating outside. I can't show you the menu here, but this is sort of Asian fusion. It's also mixed with Pincho's Tapas Bar. So that's all this area here are those two venues. And like I said, outdoor seating, really fantastic. On this side is where the duty-free shops begin. Oh, and today is the $10 mega sale. I wonder what that means. I wonder what we can get for $10. I bet it's not a great big Invicta watch. Continuing on here, it's all duty-free and shopping in this area. Close to the place where they sell perfume and cologne, I can tell you that much. My nose will tell you that much. And we are approaching Moderno and Cagney's, which we saw from the bottom down in the Manhattan room. As I said, these are specialty restaurants or upcharge restaurants or premium restaurants. It depends on how you want to describe it. In the middle is this fantastic looking bar. And this side is Moderno, which is the churrascaria, where they walk around with huge chunks of meat and they slice it right onto your plate. And this side is Cagney Steakhouse, where you can also get huge chunks of meat, but they are already on your plate when they're served to you. And this is sort of an inside tip. Of course, this bar is in the middle of the restaurants, but if you really want to get a drink quick, you can come here and just grab a drink here because there's usually nobody in here and the bartenders don't have much to do. And that's where we were before. You can see that's all set up, like I said, for a wedding or something. I don't know what's going to be happening down there. It's definitely not my wedding. And that's where the band is at night and where the people dance. And that's about it for the middle of the ship. And if you want to see the whole fun stuff at the top deck of the ship, then you're going to have to check back next week because I'm going to put this in 2 different videos. As you've seen already, this has become a long video, so be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube to get an update about when that video goes online. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As I said, if you want to give me a little special tip, you can do that at patreon.com/veryunofficial. The VIPs' names are running over here on the side. Thank you guys so much. As always, we're having a great time. Thanks to a lot of you. We'll see you soon with part 2 of the Norwegian Escape ship tour. Bye-bye.